many inches above the knee?
5.
Right, 4.
I said 5.
I heard what you said, dear.
That's your skirt.
I know.
But what are you shortening it for?
Beryl, there are 17 women and 1 man in my lampshade making class. And mind your own business.
My mother's a raver.
I thought Geoffrey was calling to see you.
Don't change the subject.
I'm not. I thought you were getting ready for Geoffrey.
I am. Good and ready.
I don't follow.
1, make him grow a moustache. 2, make him smarten himself up. 3, make him smoke a pipe. 4, make him lose a little weight.
I still don't follow. Yes, I do. Beryl, that's awful. You can't deliberately try to change people. It's contrary to United Nations Charter.
It's half the fun of having a boyfriend.
Why? What's the other half?
You know what I mean. You've got to try and improve them. That's what boyfriends are for.
It won't work, Beryl. Men are repulsive by nature. They like being repulsive.
It's not the winning, it's the taking part.
Well, I think it's very wicked to even consider it. Have you got, make him wear less garish socks and shoes?
That's under the general heading, make him smarten himself up.
Oh.
Guess who?
Shall we answer it after the 2nd verse or the 3rd? Good evening, Mrs. Battersby. What a pleasant surprise, you being here.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Battersby. What a pleasant surprise, you being here.
Thank you, Geoffrey. Nice cup of tea?
No, thanks. Yes, please. Great. I've only half an hour before night school.
Well, that's ample time to drink a cup of tea.
Yes. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Great. I didn't know your mum would be in, you see. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just thought she might have gone to her lampshade making, that's all. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What?
I've just had the most super idea.
Why? Is she going out?
No.
Oh.
An idea about you.
Oh, yes.
You, Master Geoffrey Scrimshaw, would look absolutely fantastic with a moustache. You would. It'd be sensational.
It'd also be a miracle. It'd take about 12 years. I only grow 1 hair at a time.
You could try.
Yeah, I could, yes. It's the hairs that don't.
There's this boy at work with one. Makes me tummy go like lemon meringue just to look at him. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yes, there is. Concentrate on your work.
There's only one thing more groovy than a man with a moustache. A man with a moustache and a pipe.
I don't smoke.
You don't have to smoke it, the nice just clenched. A girl finds it absolutely irresistible, that's all. Wow. It's immaterial to me. What are you thinking about?
Mexico did have an effect on the World Cup squad, you know. The season's not half over yet,
Geoffrey. Girls don't like talking about football. Girls aren't interested in football. That's boys. I'm a girl. There's one on the bus every morning with a moustache and pipe.
A girl?
A boy. Very smartly dressed. This fab herringbone suit and this curvy pipe and this Paul McCartney moustache. You're not jealous, are you?
What of?
This boy?
No.
Oh. Good. Jealous is a terrible thing. Do you know who I think's dishy?
Was that my starter for 10 and no conferring?
Roland in your office.
Yes, he is.
Now, you've not to be jealous with me saying that.
No.
No. Do you know why he's dishy?
Do I get a music bonus?
Because he stays so slim. That's why he can wear a really nice suit. You could too, Geoffrey, if you had one, and lost a little bit of weight.
Do you like Roland Beryl?
Oh, lovey, you're jealous.
Pardon?
So you're going to grow a moustache and buy a nice pipe and suit and lose a little bit of weight?
What I was going to say was, if you like him, could you fix him up with a blind date? Then we could all go out in a foursome.
What for?
Well, then me and Roland could talk about football.
Are you all right, Beryl? You look just that trifle demented. Geoffrey, I've left the milk jug in the fridge. Would you mind?
Having it without?
No, getting it.
You're more devious than I am.
Well, I never hear properly in the kitchen. Are you winning?
Mother, it's not a game. He won't even get jealous, let alone change.
They never change, Beryl.
In fact, it's now total war.
So? Hello?
Oh, may I speak to Roland, please?
Speaking.
You're not allowed personal calls.
It's Beryl.
Oh, it's for you.
No, it's not.
Pardon? Pardon?
I fixed you up with my friend Dorothy for tonight, a foursome.
Oh, thanks. You're a good kid.
Flatterer.
Pardon?
Honestly, you men with your silver tongues. Are you wearing that super green suit?
Me? Well, yeah, it's the only one I've got.
Honestly, your sense of humour.
Would you like to speak to Geoffrey now?
Well, it'd certainly be safer than listening to your sweet nothings.
Pardon?
A girl's only human, you know.
It's Beryl.
Oh. Hi.
Honestly, that sexy Roland chatting me up, he just wouldn't let you on the line.
Oh.
Anyway, see you tonight.
There couldn't be any less communication if I was going steady with Alf Ramsey.
What's this Dorothy bird look like?
Eddie Waring.
Thought so. Seems to be the rule with birds. If you provide a mate to make up a foursome, you pick the grottiest one you know, then you look like Jane Fonda by comparison. QED. Yeah.
Is my hair all right? It'll do. It's no worse than it was in the shop window.
Has this Roland got a car?
I don't know.
If he accidentally made me preggers, would he marry me?
He usually has with everyone else.
Beryl, you are awful.
Hello.
Hi.
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 This is Roland and Geoffrey.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
And this is Dorothy, who's to say.
No, Samantha.
Pardon?
Dorothy couldn't come. She broke her bifocals.
Told ya.
This is Dorothy's pal from the typing pool, Samantha Rudge.
Typing pool, eh? Teaching typewriters how to swim.
Honestly, you've missed your way. It's not just a pretty suit.
Suit?
Well, are we going to have a drink, or are we all going to stand here playing opportunity knots?
Gin and tonic, please.
Cherry brandy.
Bitter.
Mild.
Right.
Give me a hand to carry him.
No, Geoffrey can manage. You've no need to dash about. You've no weight to lose.
It's all right, this chap's needs greater than mine. A gin and tonic, and a cherry brandy, and a bitter, and a mild.
And a please.
Pardon? Oh, yes, sorry, thank you. Please.
They're all on drugs, the lot of them.
Is it all right me sitting here, Geoffrey?
Of course.
Well, what species of day have you had at the bank?
Oh, not too, but...
Geoffrey? Roland was speaking.
Sorry.
Go on.
Well, not too bad.
Wild. Is it Carnaby Street?
What?
This? Gorgeous material. Aren't men's clothes fabulous? Some of them. Oh, sorry.
What?
I accidentally bumped you with my knee.
Excuse me. Have I got it wrong? Geoffrey's your, and I'm with Roland.
That's right.
Oh, thanks.
Have you ever grown a moustache, Roland?
Oh, when I was 11, the headmaster made me shave it off.
Hey! You'd look fabulous with a pipe.
And this one's Geoffrey, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, your voice on the phone, all dark brown and vibrant, chatting me up something fiendish.
Beryl? Won't Geoffrey get niggled?
What about?
Well, I mean, you know.
Oh, you're not niggled, are you, love?
No, not at all.
No. See, you shouldn't have sat next to me. Do you chat up all the girls?
Oh, I don't even speak to me Auntie Frances.
I don't even speak
Hey,
to
Roland.
Auntie Frances.
Did you hear that Spurs are after Francis Lee?
Get off!
So I heard.
Francis Lee nearly scored against Brazil, didn't he? In the World Cup with an header. If that had gone in, we might have beaten them and qualified for the semi-finals.
Still about to beat Italy, though.
We'd never have met them. We'd have played Uruguay instead. Are you interested in football at all?
Good night.
What's wrong?
If you don't know Geoffrey, I'm certainly not going to tell you.
People always say that, and it's the one time there's any point in telling you.
Are you coming to the bus with me?
OK.
I'd rather you didn't, thank you.
What was all that about?
She must have thought I was jealous of her and Roland. And I wasn't. Honest.
Oh, 0811, the Battersbys. Mrs. Battersby speaking personally.
Hello, Mrs. Battersby. It's Geoffrey.
Yes, Geoffrey.
How are you, Mrs. Battersby?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, good.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Yes. Oh, no.
Geoffrey, you do realise it's going on for 2,300 hours?
Pardon?
Nearly 11:15.
I haven't got you out of bed, have I?
No, dear, you've got me in it.
May I speak to Beryl, please?
Beryl, do you wish to speak to Geoffrey?
I most certainly do wish to speak to Geoffrey. Geoffrey?
Hello, Beryl.
I don't wish to speak to you.
Beryl, if you're about to indulge in a little Russian drama, would you please remember your hair's wet and do it in the bathroom, thank you.
He's just so insensitive as a person.
I shall probably regret asking this, but what's he done?
Nothing.
Unforgivable.
Thank you. People are very insensitive to other people's feelings, aren't they?
Could you just move slightly? You're breaking my leg. What were you saying?
Doesn't matter now. He tried to make me jealous, you know. Phew, that'll be the day. And he was frantically jealous of Roland monopolising me.
Last night you said he was incapable of jealousy.
He's changed.
Last night you said he'd never change.
Last night you said sweet dreams and I dreamt I had a moustache and was in goal against Bobby Charlton and he shot in 83 goals and no one loved me. Oh, Mother, do stop trying to raise one eyebrow at me. You know you can't do it.
I do wish you'd get married, Beryl.
You do. I've been filling my bottom drawer since I was 9.
Sorry.
Do you like Geoffrey?
I think he's lovely.
I think he's repulsive.
I don't.
Well, you're in no position to judge. You only know one other man and he goes to lampshade making classes.
Thank you.
His pal Roland's crazy about me. Shall I go out with him instead?
I don't know.
Mother, you're my mother. Give me advice.
Daughter, you're my daughter. You wouldn't take it.
You mustn't let girls upset you, Geoffrey.
I don't. Roland, you're my best pal.
Sorry, I suddenly lost interest in football.
Roland, speaking as my best pal, in your opinion, bearing in mind Beryl's about to finish with me, shall I pack her in? Roland? Roland?
Leave Geoffrey and throw myself at a boy I hardly know.
That's what you wanted me to say?
What have you got against Geoffrey all of a sudden?
Nothing.
Well, why should I stop seeing him?
Beryl, if you prefer this other poor soul...
He's always been nice to you.
Perfect.
You don't like him, do you?
Yes.
You think he's a slob, don't you?
No.
He may not be a tailor's dummy, but he loves me. Likes me. That's what matters.
I agree.
Mother, whatever you say, you can't come between us. What we have is too precious. I'll stand by him.
Pack her up.
And that's your opinion?
That's my opinion.
I think I'd like a second opinion.
Am I right in thinking your birth sign's Cancer?
Yes.
And Beryl's is Libra?
Yes.
Find yourself a Taurus.
Why have you turned against her, Roland?
I haven't. She's making you miserable.
She's a good kid.
A grand girl.
Do you want to go out with her or something?
Look, are you drunk?
That's a pretty lousy trick, trying to steal a pal's bird.
If you want me, I'm in the loo.
It's a pretty lousy trick. Pretty lousy. Samantha, will you go out with me?
No, thanks.
Will you go out with me next week?
No, thanks.
Don't you fancy me, Samantha?
Not in the slightest. Sorry.
You can give me a straight answer.
I did.
Don't tell Roland I asked you.
No.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Please forget I ever mentioned it.
I will.
Will you go out with me the week after?
No.
Roland's right. She's a great kid, is Beryl. A little dolly. Unlucky baby.
Beryl? Would you please let him in before the entire neighbourhood gets up and goes to midnight mass?
How do you know it's him?
Well, assuming it isn't Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
I turned to drink, Beryl.
I drove you to it, Geoffrey. How much have you had?
Just over 3 pints.
Sit down, love.
It's hot.
I'm sorry about tonight. It was that Samantha female seducing you with football.
Pardon?
Girls can see through other girls, Geoffrey.
I never thought of that. Seduce him with football. Soft lights, sweet music. The England squad singing, "Back home, I'll be thinking about you."
Geoffrey. I had to leave, love. Roland was getting a bit... well, you probably noticed the way he kept looking at me.
Are you keen on Roland, Beryl?
Not at all. Not 3 iotas. Not as much as I am on you.
That's all right, then.
Why would you have been jealous?
Oh, no.
You can a bit, Geoffrey.
Oh, well, I probably would then, slightly, if you fancied him.
Oh, Geoffrey.
Samantha asked me for a date, but I told her I've got a full fixture list.
Oh. She knew all about football, didn't she?
So what? I couldn't care less if you didn't know the difference between an overlapping fullback and a corner flag.
A what and a what?
It doesn't matter.
It's wicked to want people to change, isn't it, Geoffrey?
Very. You wanted me to grow a moustache and smoke a pipe and wear a...
Not anymore.
Honest.
Honest. Love is accepting a person for what he is.
Love is mutual trust and understanding.
Love is sometimes going home before dawn, Geoffrey.
Hello, Mrs. Battersby.
Good night. Your electric blanket's just about cooked, Beryl.
Good night, Beryl.
Teach me about football, Geoffrey.
Oh, no, we agreed that we...
I'd like you to. For your sake. To please you. Is Billy Moore a good kicker?
Bobby Moore is, yes.
Godfrey Hurst?
Yes.
Georgie Best?
Of course.
You must take me to see him kicking sometime. And explain about them running and hitting goals. For your sake. To please you. He has a moustache, hasn't he?
Who?
Georgie Best.
Well, I used to. Why?
No reason. I bet he looked fabulous. Night-night, love.
God bless.
Especially with his pipe and suit.
Pardon?